Colorful costumes and energetic beats keep dancers in the BYU International Folk Dance Ensemble on their toes. Their performances teach people like you and me about culture, tradition, and identity. Powerful stories that are not just shared here in Utah, but also on the world stage.
2 minutes. How about we think about our families as we do this performance tonight, and let's think about all the people we are going to be able to meet in the next few weeks. I think that we're ready to do a really great performance. One for all and all for one, for me! I don't know where my Chinese slippers are!
My name is Jeanette Gesselson. I'm the artistic director. This Monday morning, we're leaving on our tour to Belgium and France and Poland. We hope you enjoy tonight's performance.
I first became aware of Brigham Young University when I was about 12 years old. They came to Denmark and performed, and I absolutely was enthralled. My perception of Utah was that it was full of cowboys and Indians. That was really my first exposure to cultural dance form. The International Folk Dance Ensemble, we perform dances from different cultures around the world. We travel, not just in the United States, but also internationally. We also attend folk dance festivals in different countries. When we participate in those festivals, we perform American dance styles because we represent the United States. And so our students really are ambassadors for the university, for our country. It brings to life what we do all year.
Something that people think when they hear of the International Folk Dance Ensemble is that we train our whole lives to do folk dances from around the world, but really that's not the case. We're not professionally trained in Hungarian dance or Haitian dance or Chinese dance, but we are trained in how to switch between styles and to dabble in everything. Jeanette is one of the most amazing people I've ever met. She is an inspiration to me as a dance educator, and that's what I'm studying. And so when I watch her teach and the way that she's able to exude enthusiasm about these dances is something that I hope to be able to do one day.
Our rehearsals are pretty rigorous. We go from clogging with the feet to Ukrainian dance, which is upper body and presentation, to classical Indian dance, where you have to use your eyes and your facial expressions and your hand movements in such diverse ways of moving your body. Like, I'll have some students that are very, very sharp and talented with percussive footwork and rhythms. And then I have other students who are just beautiful ballerinas. It's a puzzle. It's a puzzle piece to try to put everything together and to be able to use students where their talents are.
I think being part of the folk dance ensemble with its legacy and the popularity that it comes with it is a little intimidating sometimes.
This ensemble was founded in 1956 by Mary B. Jensen.
Folk dancing just seemed to be my calling.
She taught the students about life skills. She called it the Mary B. Finishing School.
I've had a professional dancer tell me, any dancer can do your dances, Mary B., but it's the students. It's everything that comes through their performance.
Here comes the
It is impossible to be on the International Folk Dance Ensemble and not be outgoing because everyone is like very exuberant and people get so into it. And I think the reason is you are sharing just this unfiltered rendition of culture.
So I think folk dance is one of those, what people call weird dance genre. It's not the typical contemporary or ballet or hip hop or what most of America knows. But I think it's really cool to hold on to the cultural heritage that we have because that's where all dancing came from.
We have a little bit of ethnic diversity in our group, but the majority of them are Caucasian. And so when I choose material, repertoire to present, I try to be careful because I want to do what we do with respect. Most of the costumes that we perform with, we have purchased in the countries where they are from. Or we do extensive research here and then construct some of the costumes here. But a lot of the fabrics we buy from the countries because we really try to honor the culture that we represent on stage.
Playing folk music is all about dancing and enjoyment and telling stories through your music.
When we go out and perform, we present ourselves as the International Folk Dance Ensemble and Mountain Strings.
My father is the artistic director of Mountain Strings. My mother is the artistic director of the Folk Dance Ensemble. I think that's a really unique experience for me. I see it more as a fun thing. It's a blast, you know.
It's absolutely wonderful that we're able to share this music and dance experience together, this addition to what we do as a family. Utah really is such an amazing place when it comes to people from different cultures. And there's also a great sense of awareness here in Utah about genealogy and family history work. To have an international folk dance ensemble here in Utah is really a marvelous way to celebrate heritage. I really think that this presentation of cultural dance is such a wonderful way to learn about cultures of the world. And that's really my hope, that our folk dance ensemble can contribute to this idea of expanding people's minds and understanding of the world that we live in.
This is Utah is made possible in part by the George S. and Dolores Story Eccles Foundation, the Utah Office of Tourism, the Lawrence T. and Janet T. D. Foundation, and the contributing members of KUED. Thank you.